Next, we start discussing about the turning effect of the force. Topic number 5. This is turning effect of force. Turning effect of force. Let us see what is turning effect. I keep this pen here and I apply force. Is there any turning taking place? No turning. But when I pivot it from the one point, so if we pivot it or hinge it from the one side and now apply the force, now see it is turning. It is turning. It is not turning. It is not turning. It is turning. It is turning. It is turning. It is turning. So the force produces turning effect only in a certain circumstances. Let us see that. In order to produce a turning effect, the first thing that compulsory is a axis of rotation. Axis of rotation, this may be also called as a hinge, it may be also called as a pivot. Until and unless something is pivoted, it will not rotate. Pivoting is not there, it will undergo any other motion but not the turning effect. So axis of rotation or a hinge or a pivot is necessary. We can define this one as it is a rigid support or clamp to avoid its linear motion. Example, you can say door hinge. Door hinge will not allow door to move upward and downward, just only the turning is allowed. So let us see some other terms related to the turning effect of the force. Rigid body. We already discussed rigid body, right? It is a body which do not get deformed on application of force, right? That is called as a rigid body. Is this stone a rigid body? Obviously yes. I apply so much amount of the force but it does not get deformed, so it is a rigid body. Instead, if I take a rubber band and you apply force, rubber band gets stretched up, so it is not a rigid body. So rigid body is a one which do not get deformed. Next thing, we have point of application of force. To understand this, I'll draw a diagram. Let us say this is a body, right? And it is hinged at this point. The hinging is done at this point. So this is called as a pivot. It is pivoted at this point, right? And when I apply the force, let us say at this point in this direction, force is applied as this point in this direction, then this is called as a line of action of force. So the force can be applied anywhere along this line. Force can be applied anywhere along this line. The same effect is going to be produced. So point of application of force. So it is a point. The point may be anywhere. On this line of action of force, point may be anywhere. So point at which force is applied. Similarly, line of action of force. So line of action of force, it is a imaginary line along which point of application of force can be shifted. So I said this is the line of action of force. So point can be shifted anywhere. Let us see a practical example. So let us say I apply a pivoting at this point. At this point I have pivoted it. Now see, this is able to rotate. So when I apply force, this is the point at which the force is applied. So this is a point of application of force. If I apply force here, then here it will be the point of application of force. Now, when I apply force here, then there is one imaginary line passing through this. So I can apply force anywhere along this line and the turning effect will be produced. I can apply force here or here or here or here. Complete turning effect will be produced. So this imaginary line, it is called as a line of action of force. Next we have principle of transmissibility of force. Principle of transmissibility of force, it states that force, point of action of force can be shifted anywhere along line of action. This is called as principle of transmissibility.